More than a dot, more than a dot.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad. Welcome to More Than a Dad podcast. I'm your host, Lou Mobley, and I have the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What up, y'all?
And I'm joined by a childhood friend, man, somebody from the past, man, from the neighborhood we grew up in. Hugg, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here with you guys, man.
We appreciate you for coming.
Man, so we always start, man, how's dad life?
Ups and downs, but my kids make me happy, so that's the best part about being a dad.
Listen, man, I be on Facebook sometimes. I get your real vulnerable posts, man. Like, that's kind of like, I always wanted to reach out for you to do the show because I felt like you was giving a real perspective of a dad going through a situation with having kids with multiple women. And I see the different posts and I see it weighing on you. So I just wanted to give you that outlet to you to speak a little bit about some of them challenges.
I ain't gonna say it's no challenges. It's just that dealing with different kids in different parts of the city and 3 different moms, like we all got to be on the same page, and it's hard to get 3 women on the same page with one guy. So it's like got one in Norristown, got one in West Philly, got one in Southwest. I'm in the Boulevard. I gotta go get all of them.
Right.
So that's like one don't understand. I gotta go get 3. So it's like she not worrying about the other 3. She worrying about her. So it's like she ain't understanding the frustration I gotta go through to get the other 3. So it's like
It's all good, man.
so it's like it's bad. So it's like if I get off work 4 o'clock, get home, wash up, get dressed about 5:30, it take me an hour to get my first son. Then it take me another 40 minutes to get my daughter and my other son. Then it take me another 15 minutes to get my other daughter. So I get back home 10 o'clock. That's frustrating. Yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah. So that was like my whole day I spent getting them. I ain't do nothing.
That's crazy.
You got them to put them in
You
bed.
pick them up to just bring them in.
Just to go to sleep. Then I got to wake up, get them together. One of them might not even know that she at my house because I picked her up sleep. So she wake up in the morning like, oh, snap, like I'm with my dad. All right, well, what's going on? Now she got hair with siblings, but that's one thing I do.
Right.
Keep all my kids together.
Yeah, we talked about that on episode we did up by ourselves. The dads of a kids, because it's like a big thing. Like when women have kids, the kids always grow up together, and then like your dad kids be like them other kids over there, like they my siblings, right? But they not really like my siblings.
They ain't close like the ones
exactly, but the ones you grew up in the house with. So I think that's definitely like big that you do
like
that.
That's why
you make it
because my dad other kids, it's like I didn't really know them when I was like a buck. I didn't even know I had other brothers and sisters. I only knew my mom kids. Then as I got older and was like able to come outside and talk and realize what's going on, I realized I had other brothers and sisters. Like why my dad had never put us together. Like I mean, like why you ain't bring them to my mom crib when you came? Like what was you doing?
Right.
That you couldn't bring them here. You know what I'm saying? So, and my mom always said if I ever had kids by different women, I'm like, every time I get one, I'm getting them all. So, so when my kids see one of them, they know they about to see all of them. So I ain't
never sweating it. Right. That's what's up.
I keep them tight.
Yeah. So you said how old is your oldest?
12.
And how old is your youngest?
3.
Oh man. So what was it like? You know, basically starting over with a little baby, and you basically almost got a teenager.
Vet now. It's easy. I know what to do. Know what I ain't supposed to do. So it's like You know, when you got the first one, you be careful all the time. You gonna hold them. You washing your hands all the time. You putting the joint over your shoulder, laying in the morning and stuff. You telling people, shh. They sleep. Once you get the third one, you like, man, turn that music up. He cool. He rocking. Rocking him to sleep like this. Now you walking with him. You might drop him a couple times, pick him up by the shirt.
Right, he got the tactics.
Like real rap. So it's like.
It wasn't never like culture shock. Like, it was culture shock to me because, like, my oldest he'll be 13. And my youngest is 4. So, like, it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
But it was like you were so used to them being self-sufficient. Like, I'm so used to him being self-sufficient now. He could go for himself and do for himself. Right, and then they go back to, like, now I got to carry you. Now I got to change diapers. Now I got to do all that. It ain't bother you?
Yo, grab her. Tell my son to get her.
Oh, you had a partner in crime.
Yeah, my son, he big. My son big. I mean, so he old enough to do stuff like that. But I never changed my daughter's diapers. I wasn't like, that wasn't me. I don't know my strength and my ability to really clean it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she really clean. Like if she pee, I might change a pissy diaper. But when it comes to the poop and stuff like that, I never was like, not my daughter, because you got to get in there. So I don't know my ability and strength as a man to know if I'm being sensitive enough to either. I mean, so, and I ain't want her getting used to a man either being down there.
Exactly.
So even though that's just in my head, even on my dad, but I still don't want her getting used to no man able to reach their hand down there. So, nah. My sons, I wipe their ass. Go ahead. Yeah, but my daughters know. See, both my daughters though, when they was young, I was with their mom, so it was kind of.
It was easy, right?
It was easy.
Yeah. So speak about just the times you moving on. Like how was that transitioning when you was moving on?
It was hard for me moving on because I always had to move on when I got it together. It go from me not being excuse my language, to me getting myself together, but I'm still paying for me not being So it's like, she don't really believe me now or trust me or give me enough rope to hang myself no more. So it's like, I'm on a tight leash, but I'm chilling, trying to fall back, doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm still getting treated like I'm the old one.
Right.
So now, she don't trust me, so now we arguing all the time, fussing all the time. Now I gotta lie about the truth. I'm lying about, if I'm somewhere with my homie, I gotta lie and say I'm somewhere else because she might think I'm doing something with my homie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always an argument. So once I start, like, done with the situation, it's like, damn, soon I started doing right, I had to exit.
Just being devil advocate, was it like it took you a long ass time to start doing right?
Yes.
And
it took a lot.
So we can't blame the women.
I don't blame her.
Right.
I don't never put the blame on her. It was me. Like, I messed up the trust. I can't blame somebody for not trusting me, and I did everything for them not to trust me. That's like, if I came in, you seen me 2 times, and I shot at you 2 times. You don't think I'm gonna shoot at you the 3rd time? Yeah. But what if I don't? You won't know that because you ain't taking that chance.
Right.
You're not gonna wait to find out.
You gonna come in blazing as soon as you see me now. Right. So that's how I was. They come in guns blazing, and I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed now. Like, I mean,
and you sitting here like, I changed.
Yeah,
I changed.
White flag raising, man. They burning that. You done.
Once you give a person a perception, they always gonna perceive you in that way until they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing you can do to make them not perceive you in that way until they're ready to accept. Like, you could be doing all the right stuff, and they still gonna look at you how they look at you until they ready to accept. Like, oh, he really on something different.
Yeah. Until I came with dad. No, it changed their perspective of me. They love me now because how I carry myself.
Because you stand up and do it.
I changed a lot. Like, I used to be in the streets, like, heavy. Like, I didn't care about nothing. Like,
so was that, like, difficult? Was that like a big learning curve for you? Or, like, once you had your kids, it was just like, this is what's important.
Switched up quick. Lost a lot of friends. Well, they thought I switched up on them, but I turned to a dad young. So it was like, I'm with 50 people all the time. To turn out, I can't be with none of y'all no more.
Right.
With no explanation, nothing. They don't know, oh, he trying to get himself together for his kids. It was just, yeah. But they ain't know I was doing that, but I just slid and had to get myself right for my son. My firstborn was a son.
That's respectable. That's definitely respectable.
Yeah.
you say it like it happened quick. Like like we grew up together, bro. Like
Yeah,
kindergarten through 8th grade. Like you know what I mean?
Man. I was living my life. I was just getting out there. You know what I mean? Like you always had a girl growing up, but when you start getting girls, you start. This girl like you now. This girl like you now. She like you now. You got 2 girlfriends, so it's like now one of them pregnant. You're done. I just started. I just started living my life. Now it's like, I back up now. So, yeah, now I'm here with 4.
No, I mean, I really do think it's commendable, bro. Like to look at you, bro, and you working and you doing all this stuff, man. It's like the transformation. It look good on you, bro. I really want to make sure.
I appreciate that, man. I had to, man. Being a dad, man, that's what more than a dad.
A lot of people don't.
More
though.
Than
That's
a dad.
why
You got to do more than what you're capable of doing when you become a dad. See, when you a guy and you a man, you gonna be a man. But you don't got no responsibility of making somebody else a man or somebody else a female to a woman. You get what I'm saying? So once I got the responsibility of being a dad, I'm like, I got to change my perspective of what I see and what I do so he could become better than me. And I went through a lot. Poor, homeless. A lot of people don't know that. Homeless. Got to fight every day. I don't want my son struggling out here to provide for themselves or they female that they got going on. And I don't want that. My son can't even have a girlfriend. Like, I don't play that. Like, my son 12. Yeah. He gets on the phone with a girl. I don't play that. He come to me first. Dad, it's not one of those. It's not that. She's just from school. We just talking. She is not my girlfriend. I don't play that. If your sister can't date, you can't date. I ain't sexist. I don't play that, bro. That's how it's supposed to go. Oh, it's something like, yo, you want your sister to date somebody? He like, no. I'm like, well, don't show your sister that you dating somebody. Plain and simple. She watching you. You can't say it's good for y'all and not good for her. I don't do that.
No, I'm just curious. Like you talking about, stop hanging with friends, right? And you say you did it with no explanation. So that means you haven't even talked to them to date, like on why.
Oh no, they see why. What they see. You ain't gotta explain what.
He's just talking about like at the time.
Yeah, at the time, like it was just. My house was the crib. Everybody was coming to my crib every day. One day they came, the door was locked.
Right.
Like, why the door locked? What's going on? Like, Sunday, can't.
Man, on that.
I see y'all when I get back out.
That's like,
damn,
that's super respectable. Because
like
a lot of people don't, like, it's a lot of people, I'm sure you know people personally that don't do that when they come to their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, they expose their kids to whatever, whenever, do anything, don't want to change their life, do nothing.
I got a job when I had my kid. I started working. It was a little in and out job, but I had to do something to make something else, keep being in the streets, watching my back all the time. But I just got it right, though. I ain't gonna lie. It took me to get to my 30s to realize you gotta stop playing. Like, even though a lot of people feel as though they got their stuff together, they doing what they supposed to do, I still felt like I was playing. Like, I'm still renting.
Right.
I mean, stuff like that. Like, I want my kids to come home and know that's home for 20 and 30 years. You know what I'm saying? They don't know my house is going to be my house in 2-3 years, even 5 months from now. They don't know. It ain't in my name. So I'm trying to create something for them instead of just for me. So that's the tip I'm on now.
It's beautiful, man. That like being a dad really inspired you like that, bro. Like you're a 360, bro. Like do you understand that for me, bro? Do you understand that? Like low key, Hugg was like my childhood bully, low key. That's low key, right? Until I got big, and then we was like the same size. But like in my childhood, I'm about to tell this story. I don't want to embarrass you, but. Yeah, long time ago, because I got
curious.
I'm gonna see where you going.
No, I'm gonna tell the story, and people gonna have their opinion of me, whatever. We was young. I always hung out with Mara and Kadeem. They like my 2 buddies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember the story. So one day, Mara called himself being funny. He took my Nokia phone from me. Right? This is back in the day. Nokias. This is before Sidekicks and Blackberries. Right? So Mara took my phone. We can square up. We can square up after this. I'll tell the story. So Mara took my phone. Mara took my phone, and he thought he was being funny, and he ran over to Hug, and they like pass the phone off. You know, we from around the way. Like that's all. We playing with Lou today. We gonna Bernie for his phone. Mind you, I just got this new key. I begged my mom to death to get this phone for me.
Mind you, I ain't even had nothing to do with it. You know what I did. Go ahead, finish.
Right. So my mom bought this phone, and this is when you had minutes. This wasn't even like a plan. My mom put like 300 minutes on it. This joint was like I felt lit.
That's a $25 card.
Yeah, like yeah. So she put this minutes on this Nokia for me. Mar passed the phone off to Hug and these bulls in the crowd. I ain't never get this phone back. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm gonna get my ass whipped if I go in this crib without this damn phone. And I was so young at the time. I was like, I'm not fighting all these dudes for the phone. Like I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Right? Like I'm a young boy. Right? So I went home without the phone. So I'm hearing about this shit. You know, now Ricky know. Now Mar know. Everybody know. Dean know. Like, what you gonna do about your phone? What you gonna do about your phone? They gassing me. And they spicing me. And I'm thinking, like, I'm gonna end up having to fight Hug for this phone.
Right. I don't know this part.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. I never even seen the phone.
Right.
Right.
Mo had your phone. I never even seen the phone. Like, we was all in the crowd. They were throwing the phone, boom, 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 phone. Mo grabbed the phone. I took off. Bam. So we left.
Right.
I don't know. You telling the story when I left. So all I know is I'm at the park playing ball and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. My dad pulled up. I'm like, well, my dad down here. He come here, boy, come here. I'm like, what? What's up? He like, where his phone at? I'm like, who phone? What phone? He like, the boy phone. He said you took his phone. I'm like, I ain't take nobody's phone. What are you talking about? So he goes to go reach in my pocket. My pop want to go reach in my pocket. I don't play. I don't care who you is. He want to go reach in my pocket. I smack this hand. Pat, no, don't go in my pocket, dog. What tip you on? He like, oh, you smack in my hand? He grabbed me. Me up.
Yo, his dad husky as too.
Boom, 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 in front of everybody. Treating me. I'm like, I ain't got this nigga phone, dog. Like, what are you talking about? So I got it. He got jewelry. I got like a watch on, a bracelet. I'm holding on to the bracelet. There's a watch. I'm like, yo, he come up with his phone. And I said, yo, what phone is you talking about? I don't got no phone. So I see a couple dudes about to walk up. They don't know that's my pop. So I'm like, no, that's my pop. That's my pop. I get up. I take off running. Boom, I'm running. He chasing me. I go down Coley Street, riding up the wrong way street, chasing me. All for a phone that I never seen. I never seen this phone ever. Not one time.
Bro, I was getting off the bus.
Time. I'm like, yo, why would he tell him?
Right.
I took the phone. I never took the phone. Like I never seen it. I seen it when they were tossing and tussling. Boom, boom, boom. Mo grabbed it and took off. I don't know what made him think.
How you land on
I
him?
took
He was your
off
bully?
with the phone.
Bro.
He was usually
Bro, listen. This is the problem. Hug like the most popular one out there, right?
I got beat up bad. I still don't like my dad
to this day
because of that day, bro.
Bro,
like real rap.
I apologize, bro. But this really, like, I always wanted to talk to you about it because this really happened. Like between Ricky, Dean, Mar, Miss Nikki. Well, you know who took your phone? His dad right up there. So one, just put it on. They was like, "That's where you need to start at. Go talk to his dad." You know. And anyway, so that happened.
You was getting off the bus and you seen his pop?
No. I came home and then they were like, "Yo, you ever get your phone back?" Like, no. Well, you need to go talk to his dad about getting your phone back. And then
live right up the street.
Hey, yo,
they live in the same block.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was getting off the 29. I was looking both ways to see if Hug was coming.
I wasn't worrying about, I'm telling you, you had the wrong perspective. Like, I did not know none of that was going on until I got beat up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got beat up, man. I'm like, but no, the crazy thing about it, that's all I knew my pop for.
Oh,
just
man.
You up.
Like discipline or really beating you up?
Discipline, beating me up. Same thing to me. What you call discipline? Putting the hands on, right?
Yeah.
You call beating you up. Putting your hands on.
Yeah, it's a bad, especially in that, for it to go all the way left like that, because like you really don't have no knowledge. If you don't have no knowledge of it, then it's even worse because you a kid and you just basically in your mind like you treating me for no reason because I don't got it.
But the thing about it, my pop was always that type of pop though. Like he don't ask us no questions. Like say if you walk up and say, "Yo, your son just climbed in my backyard and busted my window."
He not gonna question me.
No,
he gonna go right to you.
He gonna come and beat me up and tell me what I did wrong while he beating me up. And he ain't even gonna say, "Did you do this? Or did you do that?" None of that. Just like in school. A teacher can lie and say, "Oh, he was doing this." He gonna come up there, beat me in school, and I'm gonna tell my mom. then my mom going to treat me.
Shit, at least you had a lot of defense, though.
My
That's
mom
crazy.
because my mom already know teachers lie. She want to hear the story first to see if I'm lying to beat me. You got what I'm saying?
Right.
So she ain't gonna just beat me out of the clear blue because she know people just say stuff to make them feel good or make themselves seem better. But I want no trouble person in school. Like, you ain't gonna just lie and say, oh yeah, he was cutting class or he pulled the fire alarm. No, I didn't. Like, but he gonna come beat me. Just like
crazy.
that.
So like I just got to ask because you right there. You discipline your kids physically or no? Right? Because
my voice do it.
True.
My voice kills them. Like, especially my daughter. Like,
Well, yeah,
oh
you
my
got
God. I can say no to them. It's like I done hit them with something upside their head. Like they so dramatic.
Yeah, that's true.
My sons, I just pop them in the back of their head or something. They getting bigger now.
But you ain't about to go all like just because of especially because of what you've been through.
Not beating them, nah.
True,
I ain't gotta beat my kids. My kids good, man. I got good kids. My son just made the honor roll, man. I'm proud of him for that. Yeah, I got good kids, man. They listen.
Yeah.
See, I always tell people, if you got kids, say if you got 5 kids, right?
Right.
And 3 of them don't listen and 2 of them do. You got 5 kids.
Right.
But if you got 5 kids and all of them listen, you probably got 2 kids. Feel like you got 2 kids because they all moving in sync. What's the difference of 2 kids moving in sync?
Right.
What's the difference? That's why I tell people, you got your kids under control, you won't have a problem when having kids in your house. My kids moving in sync. I swear, if you come to my house and I got all my kids in my house, you won't even know. You'll think I got 2 kids in the house because the 2 boys, they together. My 2 girls, they together. And I'm back and forth. Upstairs playing the game. Downstairs watching Barbie stuff. Playing little scratchy Barbie stuff on our iPad. Back upstairs with them. Then I go lay down, go to sleep, do what I do. And that's the day. That's how I go.
You know, I remember your pop from when we graduated 8th grade. so in 8th grade, I think me and Ern like his best friend.
I told Ern earlier, I'm like, yeah, we gonna have Hugg on. He said, man, we was in every single class together in Alcorn.
Yeah. So at 8th grade graduation and give away all these awards, I might have went up there for every award. Like and it would always be me and Ern and like 7 girls. Like it was just a lot of girls and just only us 2 guys. And I think you got like perfect attendance or something, right?
I heard my dad yelling in the back, man.
His dad was just like jumping up and down for him to have this award. And then afterwards, your dad came up to me and my mom was like, "Dang, your son got to go up there for every award. Can my son get one of your awards?" I was like, "Which one do you want? Math, reading, social studies?" Like,
He's about the strong arm.
Lou definitely was smart, man. I always tell people, man, yeah, a lot of people, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people's life reflect on the life, how they was raised.
Right.
You was raised in the house with your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of stability. Like you ain't had to travel to go see your dad or travel back to go see your mom and stuff like that. So it's like when you grow up, you live that same type of life.
Right.
You see, look at you now.
Right.
Married. Chilling.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad and my mom weren't even together. My dad was with somebody. My mom was over here. Look at me. Same way.
No, that's a fact.
Same way, bro. Same way. 3 different baby moms. My dad got 3 different baby moms. Same way. I ain't gonna say everybody grow up how they raised, but majority of the people, yeah.
Oh,
and I'm trying to change that for mine. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure it out now.
Got a lot of conversations, man. A lot of conversations. You'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been through it and you know. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that too, but like our parents, it's like a lot of, like my dad had 4 kids, 3 baby moms. But like even in stuff like having a young kid, like when I was telling my dad, like, yeah, like I'm about to have a kid, he gonna say something, man, I gave you the condoms, like, but that was it. You ain't explain to me like, yo.
He said I gave you the condoms.
Right, but he ain't explain like, yo, you can have a kid, y'all cannot be together, she could put you on child support, take all your bread. But you've been through these things. These is conversations you should have been having.
My dad been on child support his whole life.
Right, but you should be given the game though to say like, if you got to do a lot more than say like, yo, you shouldn't have unprotected sex just because you shouldn't have it.
Right.
Because like keep it a bean. Once you get into having unprotected sex, like yo, this feel way different than that. So I'm over here with it. Like that's the reality of it. Like so, like you got to give me more, paint me a different picture that's gonna make me be more cautious with this than just saying like, oh, I gave you the condoms. You ain't use them, Jones.
Tell me to swim.
Yeah, like you went through it. So like, I just said like you, since you already in it, you would know how to navigate it and what game to give them coming up, so then they don't even got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate my dad being the type of dad he was, because I don't know, I probably would have been a piece of dog
probably would have been different.
If he was like Lou Pop or something. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been a bad dad. I probably wouldn't even care about my kids and some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just speaking. But the fact that all his mishaps, I capitalize off of them. So,
True.
like credit. I wish he would have taught me about credit. And Amaya, imagine your dad would have taught you about credit and Amaya.
Yeah, facts.
We ain't need no job right now. That's why I teach my kids now. Credit. My kids got credit cards. I build their credit with my credit.
That's a fact.
Yeah, make them authorized users. Y'all can do that. Do that for your kids, man.
No, that's fire.
Yeah, that's
Make your kids authorized user of your credit card.
So by the time they 18, they already got 800 credit. They
already
will give what they
I
want.
told my sons know. They know they can't get their card in now. I said, when y'all graduate, I'm going to hand y'all your credit cards and let y'all go ahead. That's how I do it. Establish the credit now.
I ain't learned how to work a credit card.
Since they was 6.
I didn't know how to work a credit card until I was 28, 27 years old.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like even the idea of credit, like this money is here, but you probably should spend it and put it back, and that shows payment history and all that. Like, no, when I need to use this credit card, that mean I ain't got it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that mean I ain't got it. Like, you know what I mean? It don't even make sense. Like, it's even
I was like that.
Even like, you know, when people, you know, when they teaching all this real estate and flipping cribs and stuff, right? You're more likely to get more money lent to you if you have the money. Why would I even be here if I had the money? Like, it's crazy. I need you to loan me the 100,000 you know I got already. Like it don't even really it don't even
make no sense, right? It don't make no sense.
So I don't know. I guess you have to like really educate them and stuff on that. But y'all got older kids than me. So I got small kids, right? Y'all got kids that's going into teenagers. I'm about to ask y'all how y'all have the bird and bees talks and like how y'all introduce that.
See, my oldest is a boy.
Yeah,
was a
mine's
girl,
still
right?
no boy.
Oh, you're the boy. Yeah. It's gonna be easy for the boys.
And
I'm talk to them like I'm talking to my homies. Like, they my homies. My sons, my homies. My sons, they my partners. They my right hand mans. They my little chefs. They my little DJs. All that. So I'm gonna give them the game how I give anybody else the game. So I'm gonna keep it a bean with them. I'm gonna tell them, if you do this what's gonna happen. This was liable to happen. This what might happen, and this could happen. And they gonna have to go on life and figure out what one of those they want to happen.
Dre, how you break that talk down?
Now my daughter.
Yeah, listen. It's just we was talking the other day, and I was just having this conversation like about Lil Dre. Like, he was having a situation where like he had his first his first erection that didn't happen because like he had to go to the bathroom. So like he was out, right? It's that, because you know what that is. Like, you just gonna go to the bathroom. So like his mom ended up, we was talking. She called me. We ended up talking about it. And like she was like, yeah, we was out to eat, her girlfriends, whatever. So like he just kept going back and forth to the bathroom because he didn't know what it was. Like, he was so used to, like, you know, when it happened in the morning, you go to the bathroom and go down. He was trying to go to the bathroom to make it go down, but he don't understand, like, it's not about to work, because this is not how this is going to work right now. So he didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to explain it to him because they was out together. So, like, she ended up telling me about it. Now he in the car with me, so I'm asking him about it, whatever. So he was like, yeah, you know, like, it was just up, and I was trying to, like, adjust it, and he was trying to move it, and I'm like, dog, you can't, it's not going to happen. So it was like, because he just kept saying it hurt it. So I was trying to figure out, like, was it hurting the whole time? Like, after you went to the bathroom and, like, remove your pants, was it hurting? Because, like, you know, like, if you get a woody in your pants, it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's just not like
my nephew.
Yeah, it's not like a comfortable thing. So like we just end up having that conversation, and then like I was just explaining to him like why these things happen, and he was just seeming like he just wasn't really ready for it. So I just asked him, like, if you uncomfortable about having like a sex conversation, then we don't gotta have it right now. Cause I'm never gonna force you into having a conversation I could see you clearly uncomfortable with. Because one, I think when you start forcing kids to start doing stuff like that, they start to pull away and they don't tell you stuff. So like, I want you to be comfortable enough to talk to me, so let's just keep it in a comfortable space. So if you're not able to, if you don't want to have that conversation, then I'm cool with tabling it. But I let him know, like, before you get ready to go out here and do something, like, it's a conversation that we need to have about you protecting yourself, being safe, and knowing what to do and how to handle yourself. But since you're 12 and you feel like you're not comfortable to have that conversation, then we don't have to have it right now. We'll just table it for another time. Which he, like he understood it and was like, like I'm really not. He was kind of weirded out by it. So I'm like, if you weirded out by it, then I know you ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't ready. So like we'll just have it at a different time. So I mean, like when it's time, when it's time to be had, we'll have it.
Yet. Yeah, I ain't have it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, he just was like, he was like, I tried to adjust it, it just wouldn't go nowhere, and like I ain't want to turn, like you gotta let one off to get this thing out of here, but like he just was confused, like why going to the bathroom wasn't alleviating the situation.
Yeah, I ain't get to that conversation with my son yet, not yet.
What you waiting on here, boy?
But it ain't happening.
Right, it don't happen. If it don't happen,
I ain't going. Yeah,
right, because you don't want to
force the conversation on him.
Because then you don't want to also like expose him to some shit he not thinking about. If he ain't
right.
thinking about it, I don't want to open the doors to you.
Right.
So like,
how do you know if he even thinking about it?
You'll know, cuz you'll know.
Because if I start talking like, if I start asking him, did your joint get hard, or then he'll start asking me what it do if it get hard. I gotta explain that. Then what it do, how to get it down, like he said.
Exactly. You gotta.
Now he's thinking about that. Now he about to start looking it up.
Right, exactly.
Right in his phone. What is this and what is that? He's seeing niggas. He's like, I need to try that. I'm about to find one of these little chicks.
No.
You don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to open the door too fast.
But the question is, how do you know that they even thinking about it?
So, you will get it. You'll catch
check their search history.
I mean, yeah, that too. I mean, that's a fact. But you're a boy, so like you know, you kind of got an idea about when you was thinking about things, and you just tell how they like. You could like, come on, like little boys dirty as shit. To be honest, as a boy, we dirty as shit. Once motherfuckers start caring about, yo, I gotta get my cut fresh, my clothes gotta right, my clothes. Oh, he into like you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, now you into that? Okay, then we go to the next level.
I started washing up.
Right, my boys don't take showers. We don't wash up.
I started washing up a lot. Soon I got a girl.
Exactly. Right, you washing up. I needed my cut. Gotta be. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know when it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll know, bro. Like
my sons don't never call me and say, "Daddy, I need a haircut."
Right.
I gotta be like, man, you need a haircut.
Exactly, you gotta do that.
Now, when he started calling me like, yo, Dad, I gotta get my haircut. I gotta be fresh when I get to school tomorrow. I'm like,
right, I know. Now I gotta sit you down because I know you looking at something.
Yeah, you on something.
Right, you on something different. That's a fact. You would know. You say you got 3 baby moms?
Yeah.
They get along?
They don't know each other.
Never met? Never talked? I got the same situation. Like the exact same situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how, about the baby fathers, like, there's no reason for me to, like.
Well, they don't talk because they got beef. Mine's got beef. That's why they don't talk.
Oh, because of you? Gotta be because of you.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess that'll make it, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, they got beef.
It only be beef. I'm keeping it being because I go through the same thing sometimes. It only be beef when somebody ain't move on.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's all the beef. When somebody ain't move on, it's still something hitting back there, and they still like feel some type of way that they could be jealous that the life they deserve, you give them to somebody else. Just right. like my situation, I've always like a piece of crack,
right?
And trying to get myself together, and we fell. Then say the one that really wanted this to work, and I really wanted it to work, but it didn't work, and I go mess with somebody else, and I start doing with them that I was supposed to be doing with her. It's like she not going to accept that or wish me well, or I mean, she going to try to do something,
right?
Put you on child support, something. Something.
But you ain't never think to like put them together.
No,
like this how
my baby mom's different.
All Cameron, when we had the conversation about like, so like, what if something was to happen to you and your kids, they siblings, you wouldn't like?
Oh, they'll come together.
They'll come together. All right, that's what I want to say. Like, would they in that instance, like, if you couldn't facilitate that, like they
reach out. My sisters will do it too, though. My sisters will make sure
they all. Okay.
They know that's what I do. They make sure they all together all the time.
Okay.
Right.
As long as they can listen, because that's the that's the important thing. At the end of the day, the shit don't really be about us. It's about these kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, if they could put the shit to the side for the sake of the kids, then it's a good one.
Well, yeah, all my kids, grandmoms, they like real grandmoms. So I know if something happens,
somebody figure it out.
Put them kids
somebody
together.
Figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, they got great.
No, I think that, like you said, that dynamic of like it's only going to be a rift if somebody ain't moved on, right? And like I think men don't talk about it enough. Like when you choose to move on, like it's a lot of stuff that could go wrong in that space. You know what I mean? Like, are you comfortable with somebody else being a step parent?
Right, because like sometimes you move on because you had to, not because you wanted to.
Right.
So now you're in a relationship because you had to be in a new relationship, not because you wanted to be in a relationship. Now you got to adapt. Now, what if the person that you wanted to be in a relationship with start throwing you little symbols that they want you back? But now you kind of in this relationship.
Right.
So now you like, damn, do I go back and get the relationship that I wanted or stay in the one that I got?
Right.
That I was forced to get into.
Right.
So now you growing adapt to this person, but the person that you was already with and used to wants you back now. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean,
What you do? What would you do?
He asking me what would I do. All right, so you got the person which you got history, and then you got the new person you started fresh with. Mm-hmm. I think the person I started fresh with, I don't have to worry about the backlash to who I used to be. It's like a fresh start. I'm a big on fresh start stuff, even though I do like familiarity. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's permanent. I don't think like something that's familiar that failed is permanent, right? Like I do believe if I'm a new person and I meet a new person and I get that fresh start and you ain't got to worry about, oh, he used to cheat, he used to be out all night, and I could just start fresh with this new Lewis, I'm going with that because I don't want when that love fall off or we miss each other and we having sex fall off, you're going to be like, oh, you the same Lou from, you know what I mean? You quick to throw that back in my face or something. I fear that. You know what I mean? I would stay where it's fresh and it's new and just take the fresh start because the past is a reason why things fell, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a reason why things fell. Even though I believe in trying to keep families together and all that. When things really be failing and y'all both know it failed, like we both tried and it failed, it's a reason it failed.
How you know when it's over? Because sometimes you like, it's over, I'm done with her, I'm never going to see her in my life again, I'm done, you block on everything, and a week later, y'all back together. Yeah, how you know when it's really over?
When it's over when people stop trying. Like I always say that because like my marriage took a lot of forms, right? Before we was actually married. When we both stop trying, it's over. You don't care no more.
Right.
You don't care no more. If I stop trying, I don't care no more. Like it's about to go how it's about to go, and I don't even care about the result. It's over. You know what I mean? So that would be my feedback for that.
And you say you've been in a relationship how long? 10 years?
Like 9 years.
Yeah. So how you know that she was the one? What made you say no? Bump all these other ones. This her. Because you got 2 baby moms, right?
Yeah.
What made her different?
It's just a different feeling, just a different vibe. I mean, like it got ups and downs in it, but it's just, I guess like what Lou said, like you kind of just, you make it work. I mean, and sometimes you just get to a point where like it just works. You know what I'm saying? Like it just goes like when you don't got to really put the effort into it to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not too much fighting. It's not too much back and forth. It's really just a lot of like communication. You know what I'm saying? It's also a part of like me just, as I grew, like I just became like I look at myself as like an ultimate communicator. Like this, like Lewis say, like it's just never a situation where you gonna see Dre and it's a bunch of beef because like I'm just gonna make it logically make sense. Like you gotta make it make sense and that's just really and that's the same thing in relationships with everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Like even if we was to get into just like how like me and her baby dad got a great relationship, we get into an altercation. What's the outcomes of it? What's gonna happen? Like, it's going to have to go somewhere. It's not going to go.
Going to fall back on the daughter.
Yeah, but even without it falling, like, say, even if I was to do something to him, he do something to me, it's too many motherfuckers tied in. Somebody going to press charges somewhere. Mm-hmm. Some shit is going to happen. It's a lot of witnesses, a lot of shit going on. So then you know how this shit going to play out. Do you really want to go into that situation or do you just want to maneuver and figure the shit out? So like 90% of things in life, I just navigate through we just going to do what logically makes sense. Like a lot of that shit going to make sense. Like if it ain't about my motherfucking kids, like I'm not about to be going to jail for nobody. Mm-hmm. If it's not them. Motherfuckers be out here throwing their life away and doing shit over nothing. Over a little bit of disrespect, over $5, over some it gotta make sense. Like you can't deter me with that shit. So like to bring it back, when you do it in a relationship, it just gotta make sense. So whatever we arguing about, we beefing about, is it deep enough to end the relationship? You don't feel like it's deep enough to end the relationship, then let's fix it. If you feel like it's deep enough to end the relationship, then we don't need to do it. And that's cool. And I'm good with it. So maybe we haven't come to a point yet where it's like, okay, this is deep enough to end a relationship for. You know what I'm saying? And you got to explain it to me. Like, I'm not just going to let you walk out the door unless I want you to walk out the door. Like, if you come to me and say, man, you ain't clean the house today, I'm done with this relationship. Then you got to explain it. Yeah. You got to make it, like, why is that done for you? If you can't make it make sense to me, then you ain't going nowhere. I'm not just going to be like, yeah, like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, you feel like we shouldn't, all right, go ahead.
See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't grow up yet. See, I'm the type of person be like, you want to leave?
Right, you like go
do your thing. I ain't going to fight you. That's what you want to do, then I like that right
it gotta, you know what I'm saying? It gotta mean something. Like,
if it don't make sense, then
like, it gotta make sense.
That happen.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not agreeing to that. I'm gonna agree to, we separate our kids in different houses now. I already got another baby. Like, I'm just gonna agree to all that shit just because you got a little too?
Yeah.
There's so many consequences behind that shit. You want me to change the dynamic of my son's life and all of this shit? You got an attitude about something? Right. Man. Like, that shit that deep. And if it's that deep and you make it make sense that it's that deep, all right, cool, you got it. We don't gotta do it. Beef around him.
His logic's crazy. Bro, he like the most logical human being I ever met.
Bro, because it gotta make sense, dog.
Bro, you ain't going nowhere.
It gotta make sense. Cause my it's just be too much frivolous shit. Dog, I hate shit like that. Like, that shit don't make sense. Like, y'all on that, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I call Dre, you know, when things get a little crazy.
He be calling me all the time, dog. He be like, yo, you my logic and shit. I'm like, bro, cause that shit just it ain't worth it. Like, you gotta weigh the pros and cons and shit before we start. Like, I got a baby mom. I've been on child support since my son was 6 and shit, dog. Child support high as shit be fucking killing me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how was that for you? Cause I'm on it right now.
Man, I just
got on it.
I tell them all the time. I just treat it like I'm never getting off of it. So I'm not even going to think about I'm not getting off. I'm just going to think like that's an expense, and I just got to overcompensate for that shit. I just got to make more money on top of it because me asking her to take me, she's not going to take me the off of it.
What made her put you on?
She was upset about something. She said I played with her too many times, and it's just it don't got nothing to do with me not taking care of my son.
So that's why. That's my
it don't got nothing to do with that.
No, I know you take.
Oh yeah.
My thing is y'all never had like a sit down agreement of how can you get the people out your business.
She feel like it's easier. She don't want to have money conversations with me. She want to take it out of my hand where she feel like, because like, even like, all right, so like I was sick from work in December. I had COVID, so I was out for 2 weeks. It's crazy because job don't pay you for having COVID.
Yeah.
So didn't pay us.
Catch it on a job.
Right. Didn't pay us for having COVID, but we had a little bit of sick pay. So they was giving me, let's say it was like $200, but they were snatching. It was over $200 because my child support like $160 a week. They were snatching the child support out of it. So what I was getting out of the sick pay was $50. So for the 2 weeks I was out, I ended up getting $50 twice. I got $100 for 2 weeks. But had I not been on child support, I'd have just negotiated with her a way to keep the bread because like I don't got it, but. She don't want me to have that option. Which in part I understand. I didn't want to understand it. It took me a lot of growing to understand it. Because like, regardless of what's going on with me, he got bills and he got Catholic school, he got activity, he got that bills got to get paid regardless of whether I feel like giving the bread or not. Mm-hmm. So like, I know me, like if the money was I'm just going to keep the money. But she don't want to have the obligation of having to ask me, and now we got to argue about the shit. So like, I just was like, all right, whatever. I just took my mind away from ever thinking about getting off of it and shit. Like, and that was
my mind on it.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, cause like it ain't. I mean, I done been on this so long now. Like you talking shit. He about to be 13.
Yeah, we on it 7 years now.
Yeah, I've been on it. So it's just like, man, it is what it is. Like. I mean, it do eliminate us ever having to have money conversations. So, like, that's the one, like, you ain't got to just hit me up and nickel and dime. Like, now I'm so accustomed to it, I know what it is. Because, you know, like, you get hit at a bad time, and then that's when it's like, oh, you don't do shit for your kids, or you a bad dad, or it's an argument. Like, you might be this week. And she like, oh, well, he needs sneaks. I don't got it right now. I'll get you in a couple weeks when I get back. And you piece of you ain't.
I just had this conversation. I said, you could say, yeah, 100 times in a row.
Exactly.
Let you say no 2 times in a row. You're the worst person in the world.
Right, and then it's a whole
shit. You don't do nothing. You've been telling me no for the last 2 weeks and all this other shit. Like what?
Exactly.
I'm paying you the child support.
So now that I've been on it so long, it's just like I don't even gotta have that conversation, which is cool. I don't the fact that them take that shit out of my money. before I see my
You don't even
bread.
see it, yeah, man.
But it's like, man, whatever. It is what it is. Just you don't got to come to me for nothing. He got what he need, and that's what it is. I don't go no further than
Mine's
that.
gonna come out too. I'm like, damn, man, I don't even see the bread.
Yeah, it's a fact. And you can't claim it on your taxes, and they take it as an after tax deduction. So you pay the taxes on it. They don't got to claim it as taxable income, so they don't pay no taxes on it because you already paid it on it. So her income.
You claim the child,
Right? No.
You don't claim the child that you paying for.
No.
You paying for the child.
They don't care about that. You claimed your kids?
I can.
Have you?
No, I don't. I ain't ask her. If I ask her, the one that I'm paying child support for, if I call her, I'm like, yo, let me claim her. She let me claim her.
Y'all got a good situation. I got a good situation.
I'm only on for. I know why I'm on. Like it's all about feelings right now. It ain't about financial or me not doing. Cause
Man,
I ain't nothing about that. But at the end of the day, if I call her, I'm like, yo, she already said she's gonna take me off, but it's all about her feelings.
But see, like, yeah, y'all got
it playing around,
right?
Like
Y'all got good communication. Like me and my son, mom, like we ain't have that. Even though I communicate, like she's just not, like her feelings for a long time wouldn't allow her to communicate from me based upon the things I've done to her, which I understand. I can't tell you when to get over something, but at some point we both got to be adults about it and make this thing work. You know what I'm saying? And it just took her a lot. Like now we in a good space. Like I don't have no problem with her calling her or getting something done or anything now, but that shit took 10 years.
You said you don't feel mature, man, about all this stuff. Like you feel a type of way about all these things, the child support, all that stuff. Like how you doing with it?
Because I feel as though I don't need to pay child support because my kids were well supported by me and the mother, and I do more than I can sometimes. Like
Right.
ain't like I pay money and get. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't one or the other. I get all my kids. Like I ain't just got one. I got 3 other ones. And I don't get food stamps and stuff like that. I spend money on food. Like I don't sit in the house all day. We go out. I spend money out. So now it's like you stopping my bread. Now you stopping me from thinking about when I go out, go shopping for the kids. Now I'm like, hold up. I already sent you money. I'm buying them. Like I don't want to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out. I done sent your mom $800. Now I'm about to go spend $800 on them. Do I still spend a couple hundred on you still?
You got to, dog.
It's like
and you got
it's like
right.
goddamn. Like,
are you talking about with the kid?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like what I supposed to do?
Yeah, you still got to because you got to keep a solid front, and that's where we got to eat that.
That's crazy. Like they always say, moms got like we go through a lot as dads. Y'all tripping. We go through a lot. We got to keep y'all happy and them happy. Y'all ain't worrying about keeping us happy at all. Yeah, we got to keep y'all happy just so we can get our kids. If y'all mad at us, we won't get the kids. That don't got nothing to do with the kids.
I think the only thing that bothers me about child support is like if you don't got it, like can't you like end up in jail or something or like or back child support? Like this ain't a loan, bro.
Take your passport. It's a bunch of
bro.
stuff.
This not a loan. Like we not accumulating back child support, bro. We kidding me? It's crazy, bro.
If it get too high, they put it on your credit, bro. Like it get out of pocket.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
They lock you up, bro.
It'll definitely be a thing.
Yeah.
You got this up and away.
Up in the way. 2SP.
All weather beer.
You know this week. 2SP. It's a local brewery.
I do this, me and you, 2 dudes from SP, huh? Oh, all right.
We gonna try this real quick. Up in the way.
Up in the way.
It's a little tardy, huh?
Tastes like oranges.
I was about to say peaches, like some old
Right,
peaches.
yeah, like
tangerine.
Something citrus.
Tangerine.
Something citrus, right.
It's all right. It ain't too bad. But they from right in Aston, PA, not too far from here. 2SP, up in the way.
I don't even like this slogan.
What is that?
Everything we can't drink, we can. I don't like that.
Hey, you.
No, man.
Like that, John.
So we play this game called Documented Quality Time, man. It's kind of like a this or that. You know, what would you be more likely caught doing with your kids? So Dre and I are going to have a couple questions for you. You got daughters, so I'm going to ask you all the, you know, you're a street dude and all that. You got, you know, we know you got that hard background. So
I'm a chump when it comes to my daughters.
are you more likely to be get caught playing with the Barbies or having a tea party with your daughters?
They the same thing. The Barbies at the tea party.
He said he gonna put them together.
The Barbies, both of them. I'm gonna get caught playing with the Barbies at the tea party.
Are you more likely with the boys to be with your oldest boy to be playing basketball or playing football?
Oh, my oldest, football.
Football?
Yeah, football. My oldest.
I remember you as a basketball dude, Vince Carter dude.
My son, he football. I don't force him. I mean, when my kids would only play, that's what we play. But my oldest son, he more likely to want to throw the football and catch the football.
Right, and you got a young boy, right? 3?
10.
No, your oldest.
I got a 12-year-old son. I got a 10-year-old son.
And then your 2 youngest is baby girls.
7 and 3. Yep.
Oh man, what you got, Dre?
Shopping and going to the movies.
With who?
With
All
your
of them?
daughters.
Shopping.
Shopping.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure.
They like shopping at 7.
Yeah.
The girls love to shop, bro.
They
Girls love to
Walmart
shop.
killers.
Whoa,
Girls
I ain't there yet. Baby girl in 8
Walmart
months.
killers,
Yeah,
man.
girls love to
Man, they
shop.
want to go in the toy aisle, man. They want to go buy all the little LOL things that's popping up. They got their iPads. They want new cases for them and stuff. We got to go shop. Movies, they ain't sitting in them. I ain't sitting in them movies.
I do the movies.
You more likely to be cooking with them or baking with them?
Cooking.
Cooking. What y'all be making in there?
Like, but I let them make like noodles and oatmeal and stuff like that. I make them like, and my son, he know how to do the air fryer. He worked the air fryer.
Air fryer is such a good joint, bro.
Love the air fryer.
Such a good joint,
That's
bro.
his joint. Like, he think he the chef in the air fryer. So I let him do his thing. Microwave, they like the microwave. They just press 1, maybe 1 minute, 2, pop up 2 minutes. They good.
True.
Yeah, I teach them how to do all that little stuff. But as far as the stove,
They ain't on the stove yet.
No.
You on the stove?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, stove. I'm in the oven. I'm on the grill.
It's chef.
Yeah, I'm not cook, clean, wash, all that, bro. You know what I mean?
Self-sufficient.
Yeah, I don't need a female. I want one. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like me.
You know what I'm saying? It's just when I do get a female, I get lazy.
Right.
You get spoiled or you just
Yeah.
or comfortable? Yeah.
I get real lazy. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to do nothing. Like, I come in, I get in the shower, I just leave my clothes right there. When I got the shower, I just automatically think they're going to be in the dirty clothes when I get out.
So it's like a necessity thing. You do everything now out of like a necessity.
Just to see, I always test somebody to see if they clean or not. Real right. I do my kids the same way. I leave stuff I go in their room, throw stuff on their floor and stuff, just to see if they walk over it. See what type it is. Pick it up. Don't walk over nothing. That's how you learn
Bro.
who they is and get them into different habits and stuff like that, or break them out of them habits. Now, if you got a chick and she come to your house and you leave a bunch of dishes in the sink and you go to work and she at your crib and you come back from work and she in your crib and them dishes still in that sink, I don't want to hear no more. Why is she still here? She's here all day and you think you couldn't wash the dishes?
What do people say?
You say you cool with that, huh?
No. I'm not. I'm smiling at you because I'm thinking like, what if the listeners, somebody would think like, devil advocate would be like, oh, Hugg want a maid.
I don't want no maid.
You know what I mean?
I want no maid
You
at
wanna see
all.
what she
I just want
capable-
to
you
see.
wanna see what she
I want to see what
capable
tip
of.
you on. I ain't gonna make you clean up all the time. I'm just gonna be dirty enough. I help. I'm a good helper.
Right.
I'm a great helper. I ain't a starter. I'm a finisher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real rap. Like, I'll help you cook.
He said he's
I'll
sick.
help you
He
clean.
lose will
all
with
that.
it.
You know what I'm saying? If a girl, if a female in the house, she start cooking, I'll come over there and start helping. Start seasoning, washing, whatever. If she cook, I clean the dishes, all that. I'm that type. But starting the meal, I ain't starting no meal. You start it out and I add my stuff onto it. I'll put it in, watch it, flip it, all that stuff. Put it in the bowl, wash the bowls, all that. But I ain't gonna let you do everything by yourself. Now, if you cook and wash the dishes, I'm gonna come mop the floor, just like I did something.
I like that, bro. That's me, bro.
All right, like, but as long as you clean, cause sometimes we can get dirty. Sometimes we can be dirty. Anything else being dirty, we be tired.
Right.
We come from work, go to the gym or something, we come back, man, I pick it up later on. Later on, we come to tomorrow. And tomorrow, be like, man, I get it when I get back from work. It's still there when you get back from work.
Right.
But when you got a female at home, it had never been there. It had never been there. She got it up already. That's in their nature, to pick up after the kids. We the kids now.
Who the kids? Don't be claiming that, bro.
Don't she feed you?
Huh?
Don't she feed you?
Oh yeah, she
Don't she
definitely
put you to
feeds.
sleep? Do
Yeah.
she put you to sleep?
Yeah, it's a little different.
Do she take you where you gotta go sometimes? You the kids.
Spitting
Real
right
rap,
now.
bro. Like they take care of us, bro. That's hey. They make our doctor's appointments. They remind us of the doctor's appointments. They remind us of everything. Just like we do our kids. We need reminding. Like I do. You gotta remind me.
Yeah, you might have to do this individually, man. I don't want to be claiming that for the whole everybody.
But you don't be forgetting stuff?
No, I definitely forget stuff.
Yeah, they got reminders. I bet your wife don't.
No, she don't be
Yeah,
forgetting.
that's
Huh?
what I'm saying. Yeah,
like
we the kids.
It be stuff I be wanting to forget though.
They don't forget nothing.
They don't forget nothing. And they got receipts.
That's a fact.
They got receipts on everything.
Yo, these random facts he got. Yo.
All right, I'm telling you, she'll pull up a message you sent 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And say, oh, you ain't say this? And you're like, dang, I don't even remember that, John. I don't even got that number no more.
I be saying to my wife, I be like, you don't delete your text thread sometimes, or don't it be like too much stuff in there? She be like, no.
Receipts. Girls keep receipts, bro.
I got everything he ever said to me.
Bro, ever since I met her, she got everything since I met her. Everything. I don't care what conversation she said. Oh, you ain't say that? Hold on.
Text message thread pulling right
Pull it
up.
right up, yep. She got a category out. Jamar in 2016, 17, 18. She pull it right up. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
That's wild, bro.
Think your wife don't.
Hey, yo.
Guarantee you, anything she want to find, she could go right to it. It's category, I'm telling you. She can find it. Screenshot of Luke doing this. You in there, I'm telling you.
Saved in a folder somewhere.
Lou sleep, you got all your sleeping joints. I'm telling you. Lou in the car, all your car joints. I'm telling you.
She got it in folders, bro.
I'm telling you.
No, man. We want to thank you for coming up here,
I appreciate
man.
you having me,
We
man. I don't be
appreciate
doing that. I'll be bored anyway without my kids, man. So
No, I'm so happy to see you, man. The growth, man. You definitely. I know you're not claiming being mature. You are a much more mature
I'm
version
mature,
of
I'm just
yourself.
like in certain aspects
just
of
ain't ready,
I'm
but
just,
you-
I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
You built the hand.
Yeah,
You can
man.
handle it. Your mindset ain't bad.
Maybe
bro.
I'm not fully over.
Possibly.
Maybe that's probably what it is, right?
Could be.
It could be that, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably not fully over them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of situations you got forced out of and got forced into. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's a fact.
As men, we don't talk about vulnerable shit like that. So it's
I ain't vulnerable at all.
No,
I'm just being real.
No,
Just
yeah.
being
honest.
real.
He
Like
being honest.
maybe that's why I can't see myself
Right.
seeing somebody else with somebody else and me chilling with them. Like,
Right.
no,
yeah,
because I
that's a-
remember being the other guy
right.
and what I was thinking about and how I was feeling. Because me being immature, I'm thinking the other person might be immature too.
Right.
So I'm thinking that way because that's like me back in the day. I'm messing with a girl, and me and her baby father in the same area. You know what I'm thinking the whole time? Dumb stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would think that's what the person thinking too. If the shoe was on the other foot, I'm like, that nigga probably saying, thinking about. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Right.
feel like thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
That's
even
a
want to
fact.
be in that area, or I don't think I could be in that area unless I'm fully
Yeah, you
over
just
that
gotta be over the
situation.
situ-
I gotta
yeah,
be
you gotta
fully
be over
over
the
the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
That's a fact.
yeah, that's my.
No, man. Proud of you for changing your life for real, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
I ain't seen you in a bunch of years, man.
Yeah, man. But
Look
you
good.
know what that means? That means we've been doing something to make our lives better. If we was doing nothing, we probably been in the same spot seeing each other.
Right.
That is
You know
hella
what I'm
true.
saying? So I'd rather see you like this than like that.
Mm.
That's a fact.
And we could meet in Top Golf or something one day or something, have a drink, play some golf or something, or bowling or whatever. Like I do that type of stuff. But all like clubs and all that, I ain't into that type of stuff no more. I go out of the city to go clubbing. Now if you want to go clubbing, let's hop on a plane, land somewhere, and stay for about 2-3 days, and we club all week. Then come back here and chill.
Right.
But yeah, you want to holler at me, we do that type of stuff. But
That's the
that's
best.
the tip I'm on.
Oh man, thanks for coming on doing more than a dad, man. Thank everybody for listening. Until next time.
We out.
More than a dot, more than a dot.